So, are you getting tired of the bidding wars in West Knoxville? Maybe feeling a little priced out of Farragut? Well, if you're searching for a Knoxville suburb that gives you real value without all the hype, then you really need to hear about Powell. We're going to show you exactly why this underdog community is secretly one of the smartest choices for families in the entire area.
Let's be honest for a second. The house hunt can feel like a full-time job, right? You're scrolling through endless listings, you're driving to showings, and you start to wonder if you're ever going to find the one. You're not just looking for four walls and a roof. You're searching for that place where life just clicks. Where do you even start to look for that?
Okay, we're just going to dive right into the good stuff. We'll show you how Powell solves that two-commute problem, why its schools offer something money just can't buy, how it delivers on that classic neighborhood feel, and why it's such a financially savvy move for the long haul. So let's get into it.
You know, this quote it nails it. Powell isn't trying to be the trendiest zip code out there. It's focused on something way more important, being a great place to actually live. And that means less focus on fleeting trends and more on the things that matter day in and day out, year after year.
First up, let's talk about the one thing you can never change about a house, its location. And Powell's location is kind of like its secret weapon. It might not look like the center of the universe on a map, but for so many families, it's the perfect strategic hub.
So check this out. Imagine one of you works at the Oak Ridge National Lab, and the other works downtown. I mean, in a lot of suburbs, one of you is going to get stuck with a terrible commute. But from Powell, you're both looking at around 20 to 25 minutes. That is a game changer. That's less time stuck in traffic and more time for family dinners, helping with homework, or just relaxing.
And this right here, this perfectly captures the feeling of Powell. You're not going to find endless rows of brand new identical houses here. Instead, you get these neighborhoods with real character, with big, mature trees that have been there for decades. It just feels settled and calm, not like a chaotic construction site.
Okay, let's get into the two things that are pretty much non-negotiable for most families: the schools and the actual houses. This is where Powell really starts to pull away from the pack with his no-nonsense, totally practical approach.
These schools are a huge reason people move here. You've got this clear, stable path from elementary to middle to high school right there in the same community. Kids get to grow up with their friends and parents get to know each other. It creates this real sense of belonging that's honestly hard to find. And here's the absolute key takeaway about the schools. You can just relax. In so many fast-growing areas, you might buy a house for a specific school and then, boom, the zoning changes a year later. In Powell, that is incredibly rare. You can buy your home and have peace of mind knowing your kids are going to stay in their school with their friends. That is a huge stress reliever.
Now for the houses themselves. You'll find a lot of classic, really family-friendly layouts here. We're talking about homes with basements for the kids to go play in, ranch-style homes for easy one-level living, and two-story homes with plenty of bedrooms for everyone. These are homes built for real life, not just for a magazine cover.
And let's talk about something that's becoming a real luxury these days: space. In Powell, you can actually find homes with big backyards where you can put up a swing set and the kids can really run around. You get a real driveway, not some tiny parking pad. And you get those beautiful big trees that give you shade in the summer and give the whole neighborhood this charming, established feel.
So you've got the great location, and you've got the practical homes. But what's the vibe of the community? Let's talk about what it's actually like to live in Powell, from the parks to the people.
If you're an outdoorsy family, you're going to love this. You've got Powell Station Park for weekend picnics, the community ball fields for Little League games, and the beautiful Beaver Creek Greenway for bike rides. And if you want a real hike with some amazing views, House Mountain is just a short drive away. It is so easy to get outside and be active here.
This slide, this really captures the heart of Powell. It's the kind of place where you see your neighbors at the grocery store, where the whole town comes out for the high school football games, and where people genuinely support the local shops and restaurants. It's a real community, through and through.
All right, let's talk about your wallet. Because a great community is only great if you can actually afford it. And this is where Powell really shines, as a smart, long-term investment for your family.
Just take a look at this. Compared to a hot market like West Knoxville, your money just goes so much further in Powell. You're getting a bigger house on a bigger lot for less money. And that stable appreciation part, that is key. It means your home's value is likely to grow steadily over time without the scary ups and downs of a more speculative market. It's just a safer, more predictable investment.
And that's really the bottom line, isn't it? If you're looking for a place to put down roots for the long haul, this kind of financial stability is huge.
It means you can build equity confidently and not have to worry about the housing market's every little whim. You're making a smart move for your family's future.
So, the big question is Powell the right place for you? We've talked about the location, the schools, the community, the value. Now let's see if you're the kind of person who would be truly happy calling Powell home.
Take a look at this checklist. If you're finding yourself nodding your head to most of these points, then you really owe it to yourself to go check out Powell. It's a place for people who care more about the quality of their life than they do about the latest design trends.
You know, this slide really sums it all up. Powell just hits that perfect balance. You're close enough to everything Knoxville has to offer, but you still have enough space to breathe. You get that great community feel without feeling like you're living right on top of your neighbors. It really is the best of both worlds.
So we'll leave you with this question. In a world that's all about what's new and what's next, could the best thing for your family be a place that's simply solid? If you're ready to trade the hype for a happy home, it's probably time to take a serious look at Powell, Tennessee.